Hi, I'm Deborah Dahab. I'm an expat coach and intercultural psychologist, and my aim and goal is to help you, expat, live your best life, a smooth and easy cultural transition. So, today we're going to talk about preparing for your move. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe using the button down here. I will be very thankful and very happy. So, when we talk about preparing your move, the first thing that comes to mind is getting things ready, preparing, getting the plane ticket, getting the logistics done, paperwork, visas, job permits, um, job, what you're going to do there, finding a house, getting quotes from moving companies, how are you going to move. So you get all in busy mode looking at what has to be done. And that's really important, right? You need a place to live, you need to get your stuff there. That's really important. However, many times we forget about crucial issues regarding saying goodbyes and being in the closure part of our cultural transition. I think I've mentioned this in other videos, and the transition happens not when we're on the plane, not when you've arrived to your new town or host country. It happens when you make the decision to move. Now, this is really important to acknowledge because it will kind of help you understand the reasons behind your decision. The first thing I would suggest you do is to make a list of all the things that you're leaving behind. It can be places, people, things, that coffee place that you like. For me, it was a yoga studio that I really enjoyed going to and had friends and familiar faces every week. It was a place of relaxation for me, of recharging. And I actually did that. I went there and internally said my goodbyes and felt like, yeah, this is tough, this is going to be difficult, but ultimately this is the right thing to do. And saying these goodbyes will help you get exactly that validation of your decision or not. If that's super difficult, you might, well, wait a minute. Why am I moving? Why am I making this decision? So it's really important to have this closure because it's going to help you ultimately prepare emotionally for your move. So make a list of the things. Take your time, it doesn't have to be like a to-do list, but make a list of the things that you enjoy doing in where you live now, before you move, and that you think you'll miss and why. Because depending on the reasons why you'll miss it, you can try and find, kind of replicate that feeling in another place, in the new place. So for example, for me, the yoga studio was really important. So one of the first things I did when I came to the new country was find a yoga studio, a yoga studio with a particular vibe. And so that's one of the things I did. Of course, it's not the same thing, but ultimately, with time, you will start to replicate that feeling, and you know what makes you tick and what makes you feel comfortable. So that's the first thing I would suggest, to make this list. The second thing I would suggest, in your preparation for your move, your emotional preparation for your move, is say proper goodbyes to people and places. And I've been guilty of that. In some circumstances, I just left, and just said, goodbyes to certain people, and some of them, which I didn't say a proper goodbye, were mad, rightfully so. So it's important to do that. So, have a goodbye party, have a goodbye meeting, if you can, and this person is important to you, you can give them a little gift or a picture of you, of the both of you. This is really important, and especially with children. If you're moving with children, this is really, really important, because it gives kids closure, and it makes try to make this last encounter, this goodbye, fun as much as possible. Like you're going through a new adventure. For kids, this is really important. And if their friends, for example, can make like a scrapbook or a picture book to celebrate their friendship, that's really, really interesting, because it's a nice token that the kids can take with them. And of course, that's valid for adults as well. So bring little tokens of, memorabilia, of, pictures and things that remind you of your time together. That's really important. So take time to say these goodbyes properly. And the last thing I would suggest is to register these emotions. This is something that I suggest in many instances because I think it's so important. I suggest this to clients and to participants in my workshops, because the thing is that we usually go through things, right? Thoughts and emotions, and we go through our own feelings, and they can flee, right? They can just go away and then come back, and then go away and then come back, and we feel icky and we don't know why. So it's really important to, what I say, as in ground these emotions, in the sense that write them down. Journaling is one of the most popular ways, but it's not the only way. You can register these feelings with audio recordings, or with pictures, or with painting pictures, or drawing, or whatever, or photograph, whatever is meaningful to you. Do that, and keep it with you, because when times get tough, you might want to go back to that and remember, yeah, I made this decision because of this. It's difficult, but I can get over it. And making sense of things, not just going through the motions without thinking about it. Making sense of things is really important. So I hope this was helpful, and please comment. Please give me your input as in what you would like for me to talk about. Um, in my workshops, many people ask me about specific issues, and I would be delighted to hear the opinions on your side, to see how I can help you even further. So, thank you so much. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.